We turn now for an update regarding contaminated water in the town of Beque. We've been following how residents were recently notified the levels of disinfection byproducts recently reached unsafe levels in the town's drinking water. But state health officials say the town has followed requirements in notifying residents and taking care of the issues. KREX5's Adrian Thomas is live in the studio with more. Adrian?
Lena, I've been following this story for the past week or so, and in the first week of October, Beque residents were notified the town's water supply had reached an unsafe level of total trihalomethanes, or TTHM. TTHM is a combination of different elements that result after water you drink and use is disinfected by water treatment plants. Although this may seem concerning, a manager with the state's Water Quality Control Division says the town has followed protocol in addressing this problem, and the state is ready to assist moving forward. Last week, we spoke to Beque town residents who were concerned about the running annual average of TTHM reaching unsafe levels in their water. Residents were notified of this after the running annual average of TTHM reached 83 parts per billion, violating EPA regulation of 80 parts per billion for TTHM. This average breached EPA regulation after TTHM levels tested high in May and August quarterly testing. The town was notified of these TTHM spikes on September 9th. They notified the town the first week of October. Did they follow guidelines?
So the requirements for, yes, and the requirements for conducting that public notice for contaminants that are of a chronic health risk is within 30 days. And so the town did meet that regulatory requirement.
Ron Falco is a safe drinking water program manager with the state. He says TTHM is a contaminant that actually isn't that harmful in the short term, but could be in the long term for at-risk groups if above EPA regulation. He says right now the state feels the water is mostly safe.
We do not advise an alternate source of water like bottled water for most people. So as written into the public notice, if someone has a baby, is severely compromised with their immune system, pregnant or elderly, they could be at increased risk and should seek advice from a healthcare provider.
A recent test on Beque's water from town officials found the TTHM levels around 40 for September. Experts say TTHM levels tend to rise in the summer months. Ron Falco says the state is in constant communication with the town about its testing.
They would still stick with the quarterly monitoring, and that's the best way for us to assess kind of the average of the concentrations going forward, which is how we look at these long-term chronic exposure risks.
Now, Falco says he understands why residents would be concerned about the town putting out a notice in early October after town officials were notified of the TTHM violation on September 9th. But Falco says the town was in fact following all requirements, notifying residents within 30 days. Falco adds the state is offering technical assistance to the town to ensure this never happens again. We'll post this story along with more information on water regulation to westernslopenow.com.